Hey y'all, welcome to Infinitely News. It's your girl Ellie. Okay, y'all, so this is gonna be like a channeled message read, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, this all started from the finance read. I think from the week of September the 7th to the 14th, 2025, right? So I had did the read, and you know, a lot of times, sometimes I don't get confirmation or like maybe even kind of get clarification of certain things like until after. Sometimes I read, and so when I did the read, y'all. Oh, and today is what? What is the day, y'all? Let me see what the date is. Today is. Where it's the calendar when you need it. Today is the 10th, Wednesday. Alright, y'all. So September 10th, 2025. So anyway, y'all, I did the read. A lot of times, you know, readers, you know, we'll do reads and it might be a day or two, a couple of before we post them, right? So anyway, I did the finance read, and I was at my mother's house, and I was like, y'all know I hadn't been looking at the news lately because it's too depressing. So anyway, long story short, y'all, this is like a channel message on the Epstein situation, right? The news was on, and it was like they released the pictures of Trump that supposedly Trump drew to the in the birthday book or whatever. And y'all know it's like a picture of, basically it's like a 20-year different. And to me, I got off the picture because, you know, it's like a man giving like little girls balloons, and then y'all know like this phrase candy and balloons, and then like you got like 4 different women kind of like just massaging this man, right? So what I got off the picture is almost like I felt like we've been getting away with this like 20 years strong. Like we've been like messing with these particular feminines since they were little kids, and now like they're grown, they're right, you know. And it was like I think 2 or 3, and then it was like 4, and it was like it gave me the energy of like maybe either I'm hearing one of the feminine energies maybe graduated from that environment, or either maybe they were even killed. That's what I got. So, or sent off somewhere, something like that, right? But I had to detach, y'all, because it's like it's a lot. Like I was getting so many different messages. It's like I had to like detach, kind of like, you know, I was like, dang, just kind of give me what I can handle, you know what I'm saying? Because it's, you know, I was getting a little bit overwhelmed. So anyway, y'all, I'm just gonna basically read how I wrote it and how it came to me. So it's not in a specific order. It was like when I was channeling, I was just writing as I was like channeling and doing what I was told to do, right? So I don't know, this is just very significant to me. It's like it's going to be like it's gonna like bother me until I just like say it, and then I'll be done. But so I was led to like just Google and see who is Jeffrey Epstein, right? So he was born January 20th, 1953, and he supposedly died August the 10th, 2025. August the 10th, 2019. For some reason, y'all, the colors, like I was led to kind of just look at different pictures of like the men that I had like pulled up, and like I had channeled when I was doing the finance read. I was just led to like just look at different pictures of them, and the colors for some reason they were just standing out. It was like black, blue, white. And so I don't know if it's something significant about a black shirt or blue shirts and like jeans. like black shirts and jeans, blue shirts and jeans, like blue polo shirts and jeans. And then it was like something about the red and blue striped tie. Just very significant to me. Like that tie, I got stuck on that red and blue tie for sure. And then I wrote candy cane tie. So I don't know if when these men wear certain ties, certain things or certain ties let you know who affiliated with what, but it's something significant about them damn blue and red striped ties or candy cane ties. The leader has a different stripe, red and white. So anyway, this man died at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York, August the 10th, 2019. His middle name is Edward. He was an American financier and child sex offender. That's what he was. Victims, mainly teenage girls. He was born and raised in New York. His profession was a teacher at the Dayton school system, right? Or Dayton School. He was dismissed in 1976. I don't know why I didn't Google. Y'all can Google. You know what I'm saying? He entered the banking and finance sector. So he worked at a place called Bear Stearns and started a firm. He cultivated an elite social circle whom sexually assaulted many women and children. And cultivated it stands out to me. So maybe this was, to me, I feel like some kind of cult shit, organization shit for sure. But they said this man died by hanging. You know what I'm saying? It was no funeral, no news coverage. It's like he disappeared, right? It was like really quick, like time. So I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It's like I feel like maybe because he was picked up by the feds, right? So I don't know if maybe it's some Fed people that work in the Fed that is connected to this shit. When I had picked up on the Fed, it's like I got like dark and light. So it's like some people working for the dark, some people is connected in the Feds with this shit, and some people not. That's what I had picked up, y'all. But he dropped out of New York University. This man was a broker and educator. So criminal charges, procuring. So he got so before this time that he actually was arrested and then hung himself and then dismissed of the charges. He did have a criminal charge, y'all, of procuring a child for prostitution, sex trafficking penalty. He did 13 years in jail in 2008. His accomplice was I think this woman's name is Ghislaine Maxwell. They just call her Maxwell. So maybe, we don't know how to say her first name, but it looked like Ghislaine. But I'm going to just call her Maxwell like everybody else. The incident was, it was an incident in 2005 in Palm Beach, Florida. A 14-year-old girl said that, that he procured her for prostitution and sex trafficking, right? Or he abused her, sexually abused her, right? So she was 14 years old and he pled guilty. So he acknowledged that he did it, right? And he pled guilty under a plea deal, and it was like but it was up to 36 girls connected to this, y'all. And some of the girls were young as 14 years of age. And I think that was dealing with the feds too. So it just, like I said, that goes back to me. I feel like there's some people in the feds that's connected to this, and there's some people that's not connected to this in the feds because of the way, if you got 36 young girls or women that have been raped or either just sexually assaulted, how do you just plead guilty to one and get 13 months and then you, like, kind of deal with that? But anyway, July, a deal that is, like I said, some working with them people and some not. July 6, 2019, the Fed arrested him for sex trafficking of minors in Florida and in New York. So, Florida and New York. So, it was some modified footage released, but 2 minutes and 53 seconds was missing when from the video, I guess, of him hanging himself. But I feel like it was more like escaping, and it was kind of staged. It's just my feelings. Since he was dead, since his death precluded his possibility of prosecution, the judge dismissed all criminal charges. I wonder what judge was that. On August the 29th, 2019, his partner in crime, Maxwell, was who recruited girls, was charged with sex trafficking and conspiracy. So y'all might need to Google this man, Steven Hoffenberg. He spent 18 years behind jail as a product of his association with Epstein. He went to jail for like basically Ponzi scheme, right? Towers Financial Corporation, temporary, and he was the temporary owner of the New York Post. His body was discovered on August 23rd, 2022. He died in August, so they don't know. It's like, I feel like they say his body was found like in August. They don't know what day, but on the 23rd, that's when they found it. So it could have been like the 17th or the 18th. But anyway, they found the body on the 23rd. And he was 77 years of age in Derby, Connecticut. So this man ran like one of the biggest Ponzi schemes that was connected with Epstein, and it was $475 million. So he got 20 years, but he only served 18. So y'all, then I was kind of led to like Google something about those pageants, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't know Trump was the owner of those Miss Universe pageants from 1996 to 2015. And then I heard like the pageants were a form of grooming, or either a form of reward for the girls that were being abused. So the Miss Universe pageant that was held in Moscow 2013, it was owned by Trump. Putin did not attend. So then I was kind of led to like see who was Miss Universe 2024. Something significant might be coming up with that, because it's like, just because things change ownerships don't mean that it's like it's gonna be differences. It's like it gives me the energy of like the same shit, just different ownership, right? But it's something significant about the Miss Universe pageant in 2024, and then the one in 2013 for sure, and about the winners. So I don't know if some shit gonna come out about these girls have specific they might be some of the new abusers that come forward for something like that, but it is something significant about those two pageants. And if y'all, I was like, I actually Googled, because I remember they were saying like, some of the girls were saying that he came back in the pageant, area when they would get dressed, and some of them didn't have their clothes on, you know what I'm saying? And then he made remarks about doing that. He admitted to doing it, you know what I'm saying? So, but you can Google that, you know what I'm saying? Like all this, I'm saying, I already researched it, and you can Google it, you know what I'm saying? But then I was led to look at like, where was Epstein staying before he was picked up by the feds? So his homes before, and I pulled up 5 homes, and one of them was demolished and 4 were sold, and they were sold pretty damn quick. And I could have swore, y'all, it take a minute to go through that kind of process when somebody passed, but for some reason maybe it's different when you got money. But anyway, y'all, the questions that came to me was, who brought the properties? Because who really would want to attach themselves to properties like that unless you probably already have been attached to those properties, right? In some form or shape. But one of the properties sold for 51 million, one of them sold for 60 million, and one of them sold for 10 million. So I just calculated just those that I pulled up, and that's 121 million plus. So who, like, who did the money go to? You know what I'm saying? Like, how? Like, who did they purchase the properties from? Like, who, if they were supposed to be his or he was staying there, who purchased the properties and who did they purchase them from? And then, like, how did the money, like, was it bank transfers? Like, how did the purchase go? You know what I'm saying? Was it from overseas? You know, something like that. That's significant in this shit for sure. The purchase, something about the purchase or the purchaser is financially connected. Like the properties and the purchasers, it's like a connection between. Then I channeled Putin overseas Epson account. Maybe feds should look into the purchases of the properties. Who would want properties tied to such demonic activities? Then I heard cycle repeating itself. So it's almost like it was like, okay, this has been what's the word? Corrupted or uncovered. What is the word? It's not the word. Compromised. This has been compromised. These areas have been compromised. So let's just rebuild, move it somewhere else. So I feel like the money that was, even though they say this money was like to pay off victims, I feel like somehow some of this money went to this man or someone that he was connected to that's keeping this operation, because it ain't over, this operation going. And it's like it's not going to, it's going to be dismantled before they can rebuild it. I put it like that. But I feel like for somehow some of this money went to funding, rebuilding, like moving the operation somewhere else. And it could be like overseas. And I am hearing Putin. I don't know. I don't feel like this man is dead, but hey. And I heard another island. I heard stealing black colored girls. And that's exactly how I heard it, stealing black colored girls. So it's like the colored girls are lower. They are they assist in the care, or they are only used as fetishes. And they groom the Caucasian white girls because they are a commodity. They are a high commodity. And they groom them from small to be comfortable with certain men all their life. You know what I'm saying? So they normalize like interacting with certain men. So it's like one girl to 2 or 3 specific men. Now when they want to dibble and dabble, they can dibble and dabble. When they want some fetish shit done or whatever, they can do however. But it's like these men have specific girls or women like assigned to them, or they have bought or sponsored or something like that. But they normalize this to these girls. These girls are very young. Then I heard steal, kill, normalize. So it's like I said, stealing or grooming, and then normalizing it. And if they're not gonna go, some of these girls have been killed because they would not conform. So some of these girls were killed. So the girls, they do think that it was okay. They do come to a point they feel like it's kind of normal. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of these girls are from like foreign places, or like very what is the word, like lower class, or don't really have a lot of opportunities, single parent homes, things like that, right? But they make these girls feel like they're gonna have a better life, or these women, they're gonna have a better life than what they had. So they provide for them anything they like, as long as they perform. They're groomed years at a time. And it's like, I love you. It's like these men be like, I love you. You know, I've been dealing with you for, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Look at you. You grown up. You know what I'm saying? All my life I've been dealing with you. You just for me. Grooming. Specific girl, specific man, or specific men. Up to 2 to 3. The colored don't do as much. And this is how I'm picking this up, y'all. Colored don't do as much. But when used, it's like fetish type things. Do things to other girls. So they'll use the color to do things to other girls. Anal, and then multiple partners. They're more for like caring and to take care of the home, like where they're staying. So they also use like the color for cooking, for cleaning, for like mental health, to kind of help the girls along the process. And then I heard this so clear. It said help with comfort after the initial abuse, mental and hygiene help. Like, it's almost like the color are used to help groom also. The commodity, white, Caucasian, high end, value. This is just what I channel, y'all. And until I, speak it, I will not be able to, move forward. So, then I got rebuilding Putin Island. So then it's like, I was led to, write like 10 questions and then pull these tarot cards. So I was just sitting and like just channeling, like, what are the questions that I need to ask, and then it's like write them down and then pull on them, and then you'll get the answer to the questions. So I don't think I'm just okay. So the first question is Epstein dead? So I'm gonna just split them, and I'm gonna shuffle them a little bit, and then let's see that. Okay. So I think I'm ready for the answer. So is Epstein dead? It's 2. I need 1. 10 of Swords in reverse. Y'all see this? The 10 of Swords in reverse. So y'all know the 10 of Swords upright is somebody, this could actually be somebody very burdened. This could be taken as like a lyric death. It came up in reverse. So I would take that as no. I take it as no, that he's not dead, or I can also take this as because I'm picking up some, the head is like it wasn't just him. This man was working with somebody else. It might have been the damn Maxwell lady. It's something. This man he ain't dead. This man did not commit no fucking suicide. The amount of money, the amount of the shit that he knew. Why the fuck do you actually think somebody that has this much knowledge of presidents, lawyers, bankers, teachers, pediatricians, parents, do you actually think this man did not have things in place in case something happened to me? I have this here. If anything happened to me, I'm gonna expose this way. So I didn't feel like he was dead, and this is the card clarifying it. Y'all saw me ask the question, right? So I don't feel like, and I just don't feel like that. I feel like he was escaped. They took him out, and he's somewhere else, probably overseas somewhere, or could he even be somewhere in plain sight? You would be amazed. We're here in Mexico. This man probably still out living his fucking best life. Ain't no way. If this man was dead, everybody that had been sexually abusing these women and children would be exposed if he was dead. Alright. Is he or anyone attached to him rebuilding an island for sex trafficking? God, what is the cards backwards? The cards are backwards, y'all. Hold up. Let me flip them the right way. But y'all know it was meant for me to take it like that now. Okay. So this is the Two of Swords in reverse. The Two of Swords upright. Is this somebody being blocked, not knowing how to choose? What okay. Is he or anyone connected to him rebuilding an island for sex trafficking? The Two of Swords upright. I should have used the other cards. They are. Because this card came out backwards. The Two of Swords card upright is like being blocked, indecisive, got your guard up, steady, like at a standstill, and it came out backwards. So they are trying to, they did move the operation somewhere else. They are trying to rebuild. It's not gone. Next question. Will there be more victims to come forth? I need one. We only taking one card, y'all. If there's more than one, we ain't taking it. Will there be more victims to come forth? The Ten of Cups. This is happiness, bliss, contentment, joy. Yeah, because it will be more victims to come forth, because these people need they need justice. They need justice. So yeah, it's gonna be some more victims come forward for sure. The fourth question, is there someone that will expose the system? And when I put someone, I mean, is one of the abusers going to expose the system? Like one of the people that have participated in the abuse of these women and children, are they going to come forth? Two of Cups. Yeah, they're gonna come forth. So it's actually going to be some abusers that it's going to be an abuser or an abuser, somebody that was participating in this shit will come forth. Now I don't know if they're going to come forth after in like it's going to be some kind of plea deal shit where they're going to be like, okay, let me, you know, tell what I did so I can get a lesser something or whatever, or get immunity. But it will be someone that is part of this system that has actually participated in this shit will come forth along with more victims for sure. Next question is the FBI covering up his escape or his death? And I wrote like that because I didn't know whether the card, you know what I'm saying, like whether it's gonna say he did or lie, y'all. So his escape death. It's the FBI covering up his escape death. Ace of Swords, wish fulfillment. That's a yes. And y'all know I told y'all I was feeling like I don't know if the shit was getting too, you know, on the radar, but it's like some of them are some about the FBI is connected to this shit, and some of them not. But they're definitely covering up his escape death. Ace of Swords for sure. Next question: did the money from Epstein's properties go to him or the court to rebuild the operation somewhere else? Five of Wands. That's competition, fighting. Did the money from the Epstein property go to him or the court to rebuild the operation somewhere? The answer I'm getting is there was money. The answer I'm receiving is there was money, because it's like this is like somebody standing their ground, fake competition. I'm hearing they fighting over the money. Okay, so they say that the properties that were stole, they said that the money was supposed to go to the victims, right? Which I didn't even know he had to pay restitution to the victims because they dropped the charges. So I don't know, but that's what they said, right? So maybe if that is true, then some of the money did go to the victims, but I feel like some of the money went to the victims and some of the money went toward rebuilding or keeping the operation going. But it's some chaos in the finances. It's some turmoil amidst the finances. What did we set up? Like, what did we set up, or how do we get this going in this state? I think they're having problems moving the money, or I heard they having problems moving the money. It's some shit going on with the money. Y'all know shit is all about money. So it's some It's some turmoil in the money, but did the money go to some of the victims if they had to? If this man had to pay restitution, which I never heard about that, but I read it. Yes, some people did get it. If that's true, but did some of the money from the properties being sold go toward him and whoever is still operating the corporation? Yes. Oh, I'm hearing it could have been a change of the head. Okay, so like if he was the head of this shit, he mastermind this shit. How the hell you gonna tell, like he doing what he didn't escape doing what he doing? How the fuck you gonna tell him how to run his shit and he mastermind? Oh, that's the problem right there. That's the problem. That's the problem. It's like you need to step down and let whoever else, like second in charge, handle the operation, the finances. And he like, hell no, what the hell? Like, I don't want it. This shit wouldn't be nothing without me. That's crazy. So the next question was, where is he or the operation leaders residing? And I was led to pull 5 cards, y'all. So I'm going to pull 5 cards to kind of the area that I feel like they might be residing. Okay, so this one and that one fell down. 2 more, y'all. Let's see what we can get. Oh, wow. Alright, so from the cards, y'all, I'm just looking at like the areas where they could be residing, where they trying to rebuild this shit. It's somewhere, I feel like overseas. It's a lot of water. You got to travel over water to get there. It could be up to 3 different little islands around. It could be, you know how it's like, it could be like 2 smaller islands and then a bigger island. So they might house these girls on the 2 smaller these women or children, because it ain't just women, it could be boys too. We're gonna get a little bit deep in that. But they could house them there, and then maybe groom a little bit or whatever hell, switch them out however, and then they can take them to the bigger island. But this is definitely somewhere out where it's a lot of water, and it's like up to 3 islands where you can like go, like you gotta go on boat. They're around each other, but you would have to go on boat to get to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing this a lot of activity at night. And once again, I'm getting it could be mountains, somewhere where mountains are significant. White mountains, sand mountains. Definitely a lot of water. I'm hearing something about the time zone, y'all. Hold up. Wherever they are, the time zone is like it's backwards. So I'm here in United States, so right now it's like 5:47 in the daytime. So wherever they are, it's 5:47 in nighttime. You get it? It's like reverse time. So the time is not the same. Like it's wherever it is, it's a time difference. Like or it's like the time difference is like between, you know, like dusk and dawn. Like what do it take, an hour, 2, 3? It's either 1 to 3 hours difference in time in some kind of way. So like if it's 6 o'clock now, it's 9 o'clock wherever they are. Or literally it's 10, like the complete difference. Like so if it's 6 o'clock in the morning there, I mean here, it might be 6 o'clock in the evening where they are. or 6 o'clock in the morning here, it might be 6 o'clock in the night there. That's what I'm getting. Definitely some mountains, water. And something like about some like white sand, white mountains. White sand, white mountains. The mountains ain't brown. Y'all know when we think of mountains, they brown. These ain't brown. It's like white or silver mountains. I'm hearing barren land. I just see water and barren land. Barren land and water. So wherever this is, also it's like I don't know if it's on like the bigger island or something like that, but it's like a river or a stream that runs through maybe one of the islands or the bigger island, right? And it's got like mountains. Now wherever that is, these are brown mountains. So shit, I don't guess it's two different spots. Where is Campbell's? Wherever it's Campbell's. Camels. Y'all know what I'm saying? The camels. Shit, this could be in like India. Dry land, camels, a river runs through the land. But it's barren land. Like you gotta travel to get to the like you gotta travel to get to like the island, the house or something like that. But it's like water along the way to get to the main place. So with these camels, they probably even have to ride the camels from one area to the next area to get, from one area to the next to get to where the main place is, y'all. So that's where they say they're residing at, y'all, or where they trying to rebuild. Does someone have evidence to blackmail abusers in the Supreme Court or Putin? Does somebody have evidence to blackmail abusers in the Supreme Court or Putin? Judgment. So they do. Judgment call. Does someone have evidence to blackmail abusers in the Supreme Court or Putin? They do. They can call judgment. Somebody has the evidence to call judgment. For sure. This man ain't killed himself. There's no way. If this, like I said, if this man was dead, everybody would be exposed. And that damn near would be every damn body in any fucking billionaire, millionaire, trillionaire. Right? That part. And that's not finna happen, right? Because they got a system to run, right? Many systems to run, so they can stay in a certain type of control, right? Next question is: Will the main operation be rated? Because it's multiple ones. So will the main operation be rated? The Fool. This is going on a journey, new beginning. I feel like it will. I feel like it will. I feel like it will. That's a yes. And it probably happened in the daytime. When the raid happened, it might happen in the daytime wherever they are. Like in the daytime. And I'm seeing the white mountains again. And then I see the brown mountains too. So y'all know I said I feel like it's two islands. I mean two, like two places, and then it's a main one. Shit, the whole motherfucking thing might get shit, not just the main one, all of them. Oh Lord, what this is? I ain't asked the question. The cards is the Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands. That's coming, going. So the next question is, will the abusers be held accountable or let go? Knight of Wands, the Six of Wands. Knight of Wands coming in. With a message. Somebody coming home with victory. Will the abuser be held accountable or let go? But that's in it. Some of them will. Not all of them. Knight of Wands is in and out energy, I believe. Some of them will, some of them won't. Some of them will, some of them won't. For sure. And when you think about it, it's too big of a, it's this worldwide fucking overseas, like, it's too big of a, will it be shut down? Will it be dismantled? Yes. But will everybody that was a part of it be held accountable? No. Then it says justice be served. It said if not in the 3D, it will be served in the 5D. All right, y'all. So that was just that. And actually, I'm looking at the time, so I was led to be to pull these some more cards just in general. But if I probably do a part 2, maybe, but I don't think I need to. I don't need to pull them after I just pulled those. But then y'all had got some more channeled messages as I was just sitting meditating, right? So it says he is alive, cave, island, somewhere where fruit, grapes grow, wine, vineyard, taken from prison, head covered. It will fall before it can be rebuilt. Those who had a chance to right their wrongs will be exposed, victim by victim, assault by assault. Every filthy act. Someone might escape or has escaped a feminine energy. She's in custody as we speak. So there probably is a feminine energy that is in protective custody or something like that as we speak, or will probably soon be. And she will be part of this dismantling, right? Then I see blood sacrifice, black females using them for their energy, traffic in plain sight. And then the victims might think this is normal because a lot of them are like foreign, or like were taken as children and groomed up as children, so they don't know any better. They think it's normal to do the things that they do. So then I was like led. It was like store clerk. So when I said they like in plain sight, like somebody like you, I was getting like, you know how the people come over from Africa or wherever, and they are like, you know, they do work at the stores or work in the food places, or you know, you see them housekeeping and shit like that, nannies, and it's like that's a way of grooming them for like to help them count the money, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. Like let them work the register or something like that to learn how to interact with people, or to like learn how to count money or something like that. And then it's also kind of maybe a health or a payoff in to the person that has stolen them or is abusing them, you know what I'm saying, exploiting them. So they're not exploiting these people just sexually, they're exploiting them for work. Then like the massages, I had went to the massages. So and then I was thinking about the pictures. So you know, like there are some of the people, children, women are like working in massage parlors. Not only y'all know what, but also learning how to massage these men. So you know, you got like it's like they teach each other, you know what I'm saying? It's like they groom them to groom the smaller. Like the nail techs, y'all know these girls supposed to look a certain type of way, their hair need to be a certain type of way, their nails need to be, somebody got to do that. They can't just go to regular nail salons. So there's people that do that for them, right? Hairdresser, you know what I'm saying? They have people that come over, go to school just to be put in these places to do these girls' hairs, or these women that are being abused, these children that are being abused, to groom them, you know, physically, cook. So you know, that goes back to working in a restaurant, shit like that, learning to cook certain things so they could be cooks at these places where they're grooming these people. They gotta have cooks. You ain't just getting no regular cooks off the street, you know. All this is shit done. It's like a whole system. So then I had picked up on foreign exchange students. This is another way of making this worldwide, right? It's a worldwide system. Doctors help with, you know, diagnosing fake diagnoses, or you know, organs and something about blood. The teachers help with, like, you know, children, getting children. Pediatricians helping with the children, grooming them, or you know, finding children to child, I'm even hearing, like, you know how children come up missing. It could be they could come up missing from like their teachers and their pediatricians having something to do with them coming up missing. Still the black, they have no resources, no one will look for them. But it says, fuck around and find out, wrong bloodline to mess with, they all will fall down. Then I countered Uber, because I was like, well, how the fuck do they move? Like, how are they moving these people, right? How are they getting these people from different states, different countries? Like, how they doing it? So it was like plane, bus, train, back to a bus, and then Uber. So I feel like Uber is very significant in this shit too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just saying Uber the company. I'm saying y'all know what Uber is. Uber is like the companies that come pick up people to take them. You know, you call and you get a ride. Like, I'm gonna get an Uber. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just saying specifically Uber, because I think one of the places is named Uber, but y'all know what I'm saying. That's how they get them, like car services. That part. It will be dismantled. Follow the money. Then it's like money, property, overseas account, girls, plain sight. So with the plain sight, it's like the pageant. It went back to the pageant came up to me, back to me. Like, if you look at a lot of them girls, they look very foreign, don't they? Very beautiful, foreign looking girls. And I was just thinking, what if these girls were taken at a young age and just grooming, like that's part of like the system, the pageants, right? School, girls' schools, so boarding schools, rooming schools, grooming, that's a part of grooming these girls. modeling, heels, boys, contests. So I was picking up, like, y'all know, the vision that came to me was like the little kids. It was African kids, and then I had picked up like some maybe Indian, or they were like another Indian or Thai, something like that. Children, the Thai was like boys, and you know the little boys had their shirts pulled up, and them damn kids had like 6-7 inch heels, walking in them, twisting the boys. And then the girls, I was picking up the African girls. It was like a school, and it was like 4 or 5, but they were like walk, and they were just like, you know, like models, like grooming them. What you know? So that's just like a better life for them. If they, you know, they off in the street, don't have things to eat, don't. Of course, that's a better life. Oh, you can put on clothes and shoes and heels and makeup, and you can walk this way and do this, and you know, everybody's gonna give you praise and they like you. You know what I'm saying? And you can eat, and you got shelter. You know what I'm saying? Whole time grooming them. Raise your dress up like your skirt, you know, your shirt up like this. The little boys, twist in your hips. Oh, put these heels on. You know what I'm saying? Hell, we fucking 30, 40 years old can't walk in 2-inch heels. An inch heel. You got babies 6, 7, 8 walking, twirling in them bitches. Think about it. Think about how much grooming that takes, and they perfect at it, right? But that's like a better life to them, right? That's what it's portrayed to. So it's like a better life to be abused and shipped off to be abused. So they show them a better environment before they ship them off. They're grooming them in this environment to ship them off to their abusers, right? Abusers are paid by abusing. So, you know, they might purchase these children, sponsor these children. They groom them, put them in these schools, these boarding schools, and these modeling agencies and all, you know, things like that. Groom them well, and then send them to be abused. Different places, right? Like I said, maybe even sponsor a child overseas foreign exchange student. Abusers pay money to groom child in school program. Graduate to be sent to abuser or sex traffic. Gotta pay that debt, you know. And this is definitely higher ups, demonic entities, devil worship in plain sight. Think about it. It's in plain sight. It's not hidden. It's in plain sight. Why are children being groomed to dress, walk, talk, dance in certain ways? I know y'all done saw the videos. 4 to 5 years old in heels, boys in heels, and twerking. Y'all, I done saw them. Disgusting as fuck. And it's just like, how the fuck did they learn it? And they just smiling and laughing like it's normal. Because they've been normalized. It's normalized. Who is teaching it, and why they teaching it to them? How are they how do they have the time to teach these children? Right? It takes time to teach children that. It is in plain sight. Pay attention and you will see. So are you going to be part of the problem or part of the solution? So y'all, that was the channel mission I was getting, like just pulling up the Epstein shit, because it was like on my mind, like, y'all, I'm talking about heavy as fuck. I'm like, God dang, like, and like when I get like that, I can't do nothing else but channel it, say it, and then I'm gonna be okay. Now if there's some more shit come through, it is what it is. But those were, you know, take it how you feel like you need to take it. But at the end of the day, if I'm led to say or speak on something, I am going to do it, right? No matter what, no matter how somebody take it, I am feel about it. That's what I was led to do, y'all. And it's like I feel so much better. My energy is so much clearer because, yeah, I could not even sleep. It was so, but point blank period is, you can only get away with so much, right? So at the end of the day, I feel like justice will be served. So until next time, y'all, I'm finna get off. But like I said, y'all do your research, Google, and just, think a little bit deeper than you usually think. You know what I'm saying? Everything is not surface level, but in a way sometimes it is, right? A lot of things are hidden in plain sight. You just gotta open your mind, think a little bit, a little bit deeper. So anyway, hopefully the message reach who it needs to reach. And hopefully, things that need to be dismantled will definitely be dismantled accordingly. And justice will be served for anybody that has been sexually abused and sexually trafficked. Right? We're going to claim that. So, until next time, y'all. Bye.